A South Carolina man has admitted to taking his girlfriend's life and setting her car on fire with her body inside. This right here is 25-year-old Megan Bodiford, and she was last heard from on April 25th, 2024, when she messaged her friend saying that if she didn't hear from her within 30 minutes, she needed to contact authorities because she was afraid that her boyfriend, Jared Davis, was going to hurt her. After law enforcement got the call and obtained a search warrant, they ended up going to the couple's home in Denmark, South Carolina. They ended up seeing Jared there along with the couple's 4-month-old daughter, but Megan was not there. 5 days later, on April 30th, 2024, Megan was found fatally SHOT inside her vehicle that had been set ablaze. Jared initially said that he didn't do this, then he admitted that he fired at her on accident, but surveillance footage from the couple's home says a completely different story. Video shows that approximately at 10 p.m. on the night of the incident, Jared was seen chasing Megan outside of their residence. Minutes later, the footage showed Jared dragging Megan's lifeless body across the yard. He was then seen struggling to lift her body up and place her into the vehicle. He drove off and then 4 minutes later returned and began trying to clean up the scene. He was seen burning clothes. He was seen washing blood from the ground. Jared was initially taken into custody and arrested on a DV warrant, but then after compiling all of the evidence, law enforcement was able to charge him with MURDER, arson, possession of a firearm during a violent crime, and the desecration of human remains. On November 10th, 2025, Jared entered a plea of guilty in the Barnwell County General Sessions Court. This was part of a plea deal that the prosecution offered him in exchange for him pleading guilty to all of the charges that he was hit with. The prosecution withdrew a 5th charge of possession of a firearm by a prohibited person, which would have resulted in more time behind bars if found guilty. He was ultimately sentenced to 43 years in prison, with the sentences for all of the charges that he pled guilty to set to run concurrently, which in my opinion is not long enough. The guy's only 28 years old, which means that he will be out walking the streets again at the age of 71. Megan Bodiford was described by her family and friends as being a beautiful, loving, and caring person. She was a mother of 3 who is said to have been fun-spirited. Her children miss her greatly.